Now from the second city of Chicago, head down Lakeshore Drive and you find venerable Soldier Field, home of the Bears. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olsen. Will Reichert will get this one started. Off we go on this cold afternoon in Chicago. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
Maybe only rapping pay the bills. Now I'm finished, not even a little bit. Oh Lord, know yourself, know your worth. My ex been louder than my words. I ain't sold, but still slow down I hurt. I'm a rookie in the vet. Shout out to the bitch, I ain't hold them down the set. All up in my phone looking at pictures from the other night.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Here's Williams to begin with a pass. Brought in by the tight end, Cole Kmet. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. What a way to kick off his drive. That's a gain of 30 and another first down.
How about that for your first catch of the game? I mean, to be able to attack the defense with your very first grab really sets things up nicely for the rest of the game. So defensively, they need to tighten up a little bit on the back end. I promise you that's not going to be the last time they call his number. Penetration is the key to run defense. Stop the running back before he has a chance to get started. That's exactly how it played out here.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. From the side, he's got Commander. And he'll be out of bounds, down at the 20. Second time they've connected on this drive. 19 yards out of this one.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago.
And you always wonder, Mike, how are teams going to respond to a close loss like we saw last week? And some teams come out and they're sleepwalking, they're still thinking about what could have been. But not them. They came out with a clear plan, a clear way to attack this defense, really well executed opening script, and they come away with an early touchdown.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Now return coming from the 7. Get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Here's carry number 1 for Travis Etienne. And he searches for a gain of about 5. From the 33, here's 2nd and 5. They'll fake the give, and now it's McCarthy. This pass right side, going to be caught by Addison. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. 17 yards on that play. First down, Minnesota. On play action, here's McCarthy. Flutters to the ground, it's incomplete. Unfortunate, there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry just ends up being a wasted down.
That one is complete. And they'll take this down inside the 35. 18 yards on the pickup there. It'll be a Vikings first down. Throwing again is McCarthy. Right side, that's Laporta, the tight end. They'll get it up for here as he is taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 5. Play action now. It's McCarthy. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes. He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. Guess what? That hit's coming. Whether you catch it or not, you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify that one as tough, but you got to make that catch. Give your team a chance to come away with this drive and some points.
Quickly to the RPO. That's going to move him closer, but they're going to need to come up with something here. Here comes 3rd and goal. Etienne, and he's going nowhere. Met and dropped behind the line. And now it's 4th and goal. On 4th down, it's Will Reichert time for this Viking field goal. Reichert's kick is good. And the Vikings are on the board. It's 7-3.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Is here, and every year more alumni get sick. Dr. can't see, waiting to try to urgent care at brutal. This is a particularly bad part of the season. That's why I suggest
Open man, that's Luther Burden. That keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger.
Oh my God. Come on, bro. Luther.
Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
Luther.
Why? The intended target. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. To throw, it's Williams. Here's a screen taken in by Swift. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. And after much more on the screen, they gain 19 yards and a first down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important. Like everybody stresses, we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
And not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun. Here's Williams. Balanced throw. It's complete. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still some work to do now on 3rd down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
Now a 3rd and 2.
Oh my!
And that is incomplete.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chain. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Throwing is Williams. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Fuller.
Bro,
Into space.
should be wide open too. Why did I throw it to him? It's the wrong dude. You called the perfect play.
Touchdown, Vikings. So they make the decision on 4th down, trying to go for it. Instead, goes back the other way for a big 6.
Yeah, and anytime you go for it on 4th
2.
down, you're saying, hey, we don't mind rolling the dice and taking some chances. In this
Look
case,
at the
it
shot.
didn't
Oh,
matter
boy.
the defense is able to capitalize, and they take it all the way back.
That's a
the
back,
other way.
back-to-back game for Big
Now
6.
following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. This returnable from the 4. And he'll work this one past the 25. It's right about the 28-yard line.
Man.
They'll go play action here with Williams. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 31-yard line.
From 31, here is 2nd down and 7. Here's a run, going left. He's going nowhere. Loses yardage on that play.
Tackles back at the 26-yard line.
A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. 10-7 is the score. We're back to Soldier Field after this. Bears in possession here to start the second quarter as they face a difficult 3rd and 12. To throw is Williams. That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
He'll send the receiver in motion to the left. They'll go play action here with McCarthy. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. and that'll set up second down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
McCarthy to the air on second down. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
To the air on third down is McCarthy. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down. So the drive stalls out, and here's the Aussie, Mitch Wishnowsky, to punt. I hit that a little too well. Lands a couple of yards in the end zone for a touchback. They'll begin here on the ground. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
So they go backwards on first down. Here's 2nd and 13. Here's Williams. And for the third time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Andrew Van Ginkel.
And while the defender is going to get credit for the pick, Mike, I think he needs to go up on the sideline and thank his pass rush because they forced that bad throw. That is the perfect example of when the front pass rush and the back end coverage work together. Man, that was big-time ball. I can promise you that is not how he wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
On second down, here's McCarthy. They got him. Montez Sweat getting to the quarterback there for his 8th sack of the year.
You doing, Lee?
So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here. Talk things over before 3rd down. Here's ETN. And they'll only get a couple of
He's
so the
ready.
defense holds and it brings up 4th down.
This is a spot you just love to be in as a defensive player. I mean, you've got it backed up so far, you're not really fearing any play call, let alone a run. Sit a couple of guys back, keep the ball from being thrown over your head. Everybody else track the ball, comes up well short.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this will stay a 3-point game.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
Pass midfield to the 45. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
Throwing on first down, it's Williams. He'll get this underneath to Swift. And they'll get about half of what they needed to pick up the 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Let's give a lot of credit to him, Mike, for standing tough in the pocket. He knows
Hey,
he's
boss
about to
fish.
take a big hit with the defense bringing pressure, but they weren't able to get there in time and prevent that completion.
On second down, it's Williams. That's out left and complete to Burton. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. So stop it here. We have an injured Viking to tend to. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Off play action. Here's Williams. That one, take it in. Roll, Odunze. Touchdown, Bears. His 12th touchdown of the year.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure. And I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. About to kick this one off. Price now to return it. Good return as he takes it across the 30.
First, you get hit by psoriasis. And then you get hit again. This time, you choke. It's literally, it could be
McCarthy now to throw on 1st and 10.
disease that affects your choice. And inside, and your skin, and your muscle.
And they will bring him
What the
down
fuck?
on the other side of midfield. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drop.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
ETN now on 1st and 10. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 8. In motion, it's Jefferson. Throwing on 2nd down is McCarthy. Throw on the run is complete. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. They'll get 19 out of that play. 1st down, Minnesota. The carry here for ETN. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Now McCarthy. Now a screen set up for ETN. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now decision time. What's he going to do on 4th down?
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the 1st down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
The field goal unit staying put. They're going to line up and go for this on 4th down. On 4th down, here's McCarthy. And he's going to have that 1st down. They didn't want to settle for 3. And now it's 1st and goal. A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And a tackle is made at about the 6.
So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
From the gun, a give to ETN. And some space opening up as he works it down to the 2.
After putting together what's been a long and methodical drive, they suddenly find themselves on the verge of potentially stalling out. So this defense, they can get a stop here. It would feel like a pretty big win.
He will do it himself. He's in. J.J. McCarthy. Touchdown, Minnesota. Reichard now to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Vikings move out to a 3-point edge. 17-14. So, final seconds of this first half. Looks like they'll take a lead into the locker room as the kick's away. Showing off the big leg. They want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
Oh, shit.
5 interceptions in his first 5 games, 2 of which were losses at Ohio State and Florida. But he's only thrown 2 picks over his last 7 games. On the season, he's thrown for 24 touchdowns and run for another 8. The Longhorns also lost at Georgia this year, but ended the regular season on a high note, upsetting undefeated rival Texas A&M. What do you make of this decision?
Senior year couldn't should be the high note. I hope he has a great senior. I'm going to root like hell for him.
Me too. Let's go to the big picture.
Let's do it.
Rockets coach Ime Udoka criticized the refs after Houston's overtime loss to Denver. With good reason.
I noticed Jokic just seeing Louisville for triple-double, but I didn't notice the refs, which is usually a good sign. I did. Unseen in Washington won the NCAA soccer championship in overtime. I know you're impressed.
Very impressed. They did it 5 miles. They beat NC 5 miles in the NC State campus. Very impressed. Blackhawks say Connor Bedard is out with a shoulder injury until at least the new year.
Fourth in points, 5th in goals. The kid's starting to become great, and now he's going to be out for a bit. Sidney Crosby on the table. David
Williams going to give it up on a hot pass. And he'll be back in the backfield and drop behind the line of scrimmage. Now this is a surprise. Right out of the locker room, he'll try the onside kick.
The stage. It should be an outstanding first round of the college football play.
The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Pretty bold call right there, but what you're looking for out of the locker room is just a spark of some sort. They thought they could get it on their special teams. They don't. Now they put their defense in a tough spot, trying to not allow them to extend this lead.
Subscribing to the podcast.
He'll fake the give, and now it's McCarthy. And he just does take that one away. Touchdown, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Understandable.
A throw left side, but it's going to wind up being the intended receiver was Justin Jefferson. And it'll be third down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy.
And
that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Aaron Jones this time. And it's going to bring up fourth down. It'll be a punt coming up for the Vikings. He's on for the second time to try to get something inside the 10.
That's what he's been against mid to below.
And this is going to set up a long field ahead. Back up. And it is a touchdown inside the 10.
Pushes defense like Oklahoma, like Georgia, like LSU. The production has plummeted just a little bit in the last 6 games. This completion percentage has dropped to just 58%, and the passer rating has fallen sharply as well. And the flaw is kind of rooted in their security and decision making.
Driver started on the ground.
Becomes a bit rich. So,
and it was taken down just shy of the 30. 19 yards. Right away to kick off this drive.
So anytime you find yourself in a backed-up situation like this, Mike, there's two goals. You want to pick up 2 first downs, and then after that, of course, you want to go down and score. So first objective is complete. Let's see if they can pick up another.
25 sacks this year. That's 106th in the FBS. And this is a tendency
to stay on the ground. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
How would you like to be this running back here? You get the ball, you're thinking, all right, get through the line. And next thing you know, the big old D-tackle is just waiting for you there in the hole. Nowhere for you to go as he takes you down for a loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Maybe not top 5, top 10 in college football, but they're very, very good. You look at this Alabama receiver group.
Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. He'll swing this out to Swift.
He's
brought down. That pass is going to bring up 4. And bring up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time. Play pass defense with vision. Exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
He's a home run hitter, a big play waiting to happen. And he's capable of breaking the game just one step.
And that is incomplete. Sauce Gardner is as good as they come. They're to knock that one away. On 4th down, here's Tory Taylor to punt for Chicago.
Isaiah Horton, who's a super physical, big transfer from Miami, who's been very
brought in, and winning those contested
passes.
And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line.
And then you can forget about the likely return of tight end Josh Wades, who statistically, the numbers won't necessarily jump out to you, but as far as a reliable safety blanket, he's a top 10 tight end in terms of production. The one area where Alabama must improve is they have too many drops. They had 28 drops this year. That's the 8th most in college football.
The drive begins with a carry from ETN. Down the sideline, past the 45. And he'll be taken down.
And that's where
that's a gain of 19 and a very quick first down.
Alabama's offense, it's the Valley Tunes Sports Bar.
On play action, here's McCarthy. Forced out wide.
They've got to find a way to free him up, and whether that's moving him around the formation or using some pre-snap motion to get him better looks. But right now, it's been a lot of double coverage. It's been a lot of tight windows, and if they're going to have more success today on the offensive side of the ball, especially in the passing game, this offensive play caller needs to be more creative, freeing him up.
He's going to tuck it and go.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
First game, touchdowns in this game. But he's not necessarily the game breaker that you would expect. He's big, super, down back. It's going to get 3, 4, 5 yards, and maybe carry some defenders with him, especially inside the football game. If you look at the personnel of the running back, it's not really about the running back. It's
and he'll just have to throw this one away. It's nowhere to go downfield.
Against the opposing
It's
defense.
going to bring up a 4th down. So they send in Will Riker for this field goal drop. Good snap. Good hold. Good catch. And the Vikings will extend their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
Being returned, there's really no forward momentum. And it's going to be difficult to completely go from single concepts and
They'll come up first and 10 at the 40.
when there's not a real credible threat. Simply getting the ball and getting 3+ yards. And then the lack of run game
To throw,
it kind of
it's
makes
Williams. That's a short throw, caught by Cement. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get it to the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
Against Brett Venables' defensive front.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 6.
Talented group, and if they can't generate some push in the run game, they have to at least hold up the protection, knowing that Oklahoma's probably going to bring some blitzes. And that's what they're trying to do.
He'll get this out to his right.
Damn.
Nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
So, Mike, there's this idea that every time a defense blitzes, it has to result in a sack. But there's a lot of other ways that you can impact the play, and you see it here. Get the ball out of the quarterback's hand, get it to the check down, and now you just need to rally tackle and put him down for a loss.
Bro, man. Damn.
And
That's that shit, right?
The Bears send out their punt team.
Right.
The punt for the second time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And this is going to work out just fine. Kick goes out of
Damn. Catch that shit,
It's
right?
going to be a defensive battle, right? So points are going to be at a premium. It's going to come down to mistakes. It's going to come down to field position. It's going to come down to red zone execution. So question 1, can Alabama stick to its season-long average +7 in the turnover margin and eliminate the catastrophic errors like the strip sack and pick 6 that they had last time around? And if they
the
do,
play fake against
because
McCarthy.
they can potentially, in that case,
He fires that downfield. It's Belton. And he's going to be taken down up around the 24-yard line. 19 yards right away to kick off this drive.
It's still for 3 against 7. Huge difference. It's a 9th
A little play action here with McCarthy.
Oklahoma's defense is
Frisco, come on, bro.
Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively.
16.
It's second down.
Touchdown rate at 72%. Alabama's defense is 13th in a red zone touchdown rate at 50%. So it's great on great on both sides.
Up the middle, here's ETN.
And
his defense
if
up
you
to
know
the
that
task
the
there.
defense play
Gain
amazing,
of just 2, and it's third down.
because Oklahoma's favored
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Under Falcons was 13-20 this year. He's 7-10 on kicks inside 40, and he's 6-10 on kicks at 40+. Any missed Alabama field goal would be momentum and
McCarthy
potential
from the gun
consumers.
here on
Just
third
because
down.
that's the round and missed that
Receiver, it's Addison.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun. He's able to find his man near the sideline. He's able to extend this drive.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for first and 10. On the get it. It's Joe. And that one will be rode down the backfield. Great defensive. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss. So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14.
In a game like this.
From the gun, here's McCarthy. Forced to his right. Oh, that's the one where he just needs to unload it, but he did not. He'll go down as a sack and a big loss of yards.
I understand what he's trying to do, Mike. He's thinking, can I extend this play? Can I get out of the pocket and buy some time for my receivers? But on these early downs, that's a ball that just needs to be thrown away.
Any of those situations, could potentially swing
On
the game.
third and long,
So
here's
this lead
McCarthy.
between
To the right side, he's got Hawkinson, the tight end.
I think it's one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow,
That's
he's
good one,
gonna be a
y'all.
little
That's what it's
frustrated with himself. If he could just
finish.
made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. Now they got a fourth down decision to make.
Consistent. As at times showed me the ability to move the ball with more consistency.
And he's going to be taken down.
Hey, buddy!
On this third quarter of play.
It's a super tense.
So
Very
we are
easily
through
come down to
three.
which team makes the biggest
Back with
mistake.
more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL
They will
on
win this
EA
game
Sports.
24-20 and advance to the Rose Bowl. First, you get hit by psoriasis. And now, you get hit again. This time by true pain. It's a double whammy. It could be psoriatic arthritis, an inflammatory disease that attacks your joints on one side or skin on the other side.
Now a run to begin the fourth quarter on 1st and 10.
Dude, are you
Shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
are you
Well,
serious,
this has
bro?
been the story of the entire game, Mike, is just how well this defense has played, particularly against the run. There
Really?
has been nowhere to operate for this offense, and it continued here on this last play.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
This is a particularly bad part of your season. That's why doctors suggest every element of emergency medical care. Your medical emergency kit is filled with essential prescriptions.
Here's Williams now to throw. This one taken in by Odunze. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets a first down.
Emergency kit is like
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
when you receive doctor who runs the house.
Williams. They're going to run this down inside the 45. His 50th reception on the season, and he's got a first down to go with.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Williams going to look to throw it on first down. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another first down. Try to throw again. Here's Williams. That's out left and complete to Burton. And he's out of bounds on the pass play, but that's good for 8 yards.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Handoff here, up the middle, and that'll give him the first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Williams. To the left side, he's got Komet. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. For the pylon, he's in. Down Chicago. He's on the 21 touchdowns now. What a campaign. The game-time touchdown here in the fourth quarter, and a chance to take the lead with the point after.
Mike, the sidelines going crazy with that late score, but they still need this extra point to take the lead here and see if they can hang on to this fourth quarter lead.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown, trying to kick it back the other way. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
And they are the reason why Miami is in the top 7 against the run and why they are great when it comes to affecting the opposing quarterback. The good news right now is that with the Colt Maroon
from the
Goons,
35, it's first and 10.
This unit has been scoring in production. And that ridiculous.
Setting up to throw is McCarthy. Into the familiar hands of Justin Jefferson.
Just a really good play design that time, Mike, from the offensive coordinator. They match up one of the most explosive playmakers in the NFL with a hook curl defender, and he's just not able to match up with one of the best route runners in the league.
Enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. On the zone read, it's McCarthy. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a first down.
You know, Mike, early in my time in Carolina, we were kind of on the forefront of this NFL zone read revolution. Cam Newton, one of the best to ever do it. I have seen up close and personal. You run the zone read the right way, it is a nightmare for a defense to defend.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Maintaining to the edge.
ETN has the lead pistol. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
To watch this game, and it's another thing that offensively for Miami is the absence of their star nickel Keontae Scott. This point is questionable. They're hopeful he can return, but at this point it's very
Just
much
shy of
TBD.
midfield. Here's second down.
He's great especially in the stats.
Once again, it's ETN. He is not going to get away. Might have gotten the yards, but it will set up third down.
It's Marcel Reed.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
It reduces defensive flexibility.
That is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. And it's fourth down.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on third down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on fourth down, or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks.
Come on. Oh, my God.